welcome to today's, the first episode out of 5 episodes of my top 3 and Daddy Cool's top 3. First it's my top 3, and today in our first of 5 episodes we will be doing a top 3 of the Doctors. Now, at number 3 in my top 3 Doctors is David Tennant. David Tennant was in 3 series and a series of 5 specials, included The End of Time, which was his last episode. He featured with Billie Piper, who plays Rose, Freema Agyeman, who played Martha, and the person who plays Donna is Catherine Tate. And yeah, it's very sad, one of the saddest moments of Who, that his regeneration. So yeah, there are some really good episodes with him, and I have to say my favourite episode with him is definitely, it has to be Family of Blood. And that was my first episode I ever watched, so it wasn't a very good episode to stop because the Doctor turns into John Smith and then he's not really the Doctor. Weird. And number 2 in my top 3 Doctors, I don't know if you know where I'm going, but you think I know. You think you know what the 2 are going to be, but at number 2 has to be Tom Baker. Not Tom Baker. Matt Smith for me. Matt Smith is a really good Doctor, and he's leaving at the end of this year in the Christmas special. Don't know what it's called yet. People say Fall of the 11th, but no. And yeah, I like him. He was in for 3 series. 2 of those series split in 2 halves. One of those were in 1 year and one of those were in 2 years. So yeah. And apparently in the 50th anniversary, which Matt Smith will star with David Tennant, who was 3rd in my, going back to my top 3 at number 3, is he's gonna star in a shock. So I wonder what that shock could be. I'll find out in Day of the Doctor. But that's number 2. And at number 1 in my amazing top 3 list, 3 minutes through the episode, well, a bit more than that for you, but while I'm filming this, yes, it's it has to be the Matt Smith Tom Baker Doctor. I keep on getting confused. For number 1 I do number 2, and then for number 2 I do number 1. Yeah, Tom Baker was the longest Doctor, being in 7 series. Not like Paul McGann being in 1 episode, but Tom Baker starred in some classics, including Tear of the Zygons, Talons of Wang Chiang, and The Invasion of Time. You might have seen them. He starred with companions Sarah Jane, which is the most classic one, which died about 2 years ago now. Nearly 3 next year. And K9, Leela, Romana, Adric, Nessa for 2 episodes, and Tegan for 1 episode. So that's my list of the top 3 Doctors in my entire watching of Doctor Who. Here's Daddy Cool.
Hello! That was Lewis Moon's and now it's mine. So, who are my 3 favourite Doctors? Now let me see in my ever-powerful mind. Okay, well at number 3, I've chosen the classic Doctor, just as Lewis predicted I would. And at number 3, I've gone for Patrick Troughton. Now, not that I've seen too many Patrick Troughton episodes, but there's something about him where he just seems to capture the mystery that you expect from Doctor Who. Now at the moment, me and Lewis Moon are watching one of the old ones, one of the ones that they found recently, and its name escapes me at the moment, but it's the one with the enemy of the world. Who said that? And it's really good because Patrick Troughton is playing both the Doctor and also Salamander, and it's really good. Even though the assistant in it's a little bit annoying. I can't remember her name now. Victoria. Yes, that's right. Oh, it's amazing. I knew it would be there somewhere in the back of my mind. Aside from that, I've only ever... Well, I have watched, when I was growing up, when I was a wee little lad, I used to watch a few of the old black and white Doctor Who's. But, yeah, I don't really remember too many of them. But there's just something about Patrick Troughton. And also he was really good when he came back years later, not long before he died, actually, with Colin Baker for the 2 Doctors. So that's number 3. At number 2, I would say that it is Matt Smith. Now the reason I say Matt Smith is probably because I've got back into watching it again when I've sat watching them with Lewis Moon. It's been really, really good, and it's mainly it's mainly been with the Matt Smith ones that we started watching together. So as a result of that, I got really into it, and particularly the last couple of series when I started watching it.
Definitely the name of the Doctor.
And yes, what's that strange noise? So yeah, I'd say and probably my favourite episode of Matt Smith's probably would be that one, the name of the Doctor, I think. So yeah, and also because I liked the assistant in it as well. So who's my favourite Doctor? Well, my favourite one would have to be Tom Baker. So it'd have to be because that was the Doctor I grew up with. So to me, he's the real Doctor. If none of the others existed, it would have to be that Tom Baker was the real one. Now, I don't actually remember a great deal of the episodes very well, but I do remember from when I was growing up that I loved the Zygons, and particularly the Cybermen used to be my favourites. But again, me and Lewis have been watching a few of the old ones and really enjoying them, and there's just something about the Tom Baker stare. Hello, I'm Tom Baker. So yeah, you gotta love him, and also because he liked jelly babies, which makes him great in my book. Anyway, so that's my top 3, and that's it for the end of this show, I think.
Yes. So now it's time for us to say goodbye and say what's coming next time.
Okay.
Wait a minute, let me come into the camera.
And we better get back into our spaceship in a minute, I think.
Can you see me, guys?
Going that way. Oh,
yeah.
There you are, yeah.
Hi. Next week we are talking about our top 3 companions.
Ooh.
You love most of them.
Yeah.
So yeah, not like love, but it should be easy. Love rate.
Okay, well we'll see you next week.
Bye.
On the top 3s.
Bye.
Let's get back in the spaceship.
Okay.